appears pretty junky, so I don't think it's anything valuable. But it's a ring. And it's one of my first junk rings of the year, it looks like. But a ring is a ring. So here we go. That's cool. Yep, it's a junk ring, but yeah, I'll take it. Alright, now, this looks like a ring here. Another ring. Now, it also, I have no idea what this is. It looks like it has little jewels in it. I have no idea what that is. I believe it's junk. But it looks goldish, but it's ringing a tiny bit high. I don't know exactly if I'm getting a good picture here. Looks like my picture's blurred here. Let me see if I can change this. No. That's pretty good. Another ring. Maybe a junk ring. Ring. What is the ring? 32? So it could be. I don't know. That picture's horrible. Hopefully that's good enough to at least see it. Looks like it's got 3 jewels up the front. But those look junky. So, don't think this is much, but cool. Okay, I can do this. Put this in. Put this in. I didn't screw up that plug. Hey everybody, this is Texas Tiger Digs, and I'm going to do a roundup. This is pretty early in the week for me to do it because, you know, I don't usually get out for many hunts on the weekdays. But I did get out for 4 hunts. I did not go out on Sunday. I had a honeydew. So I just had to restrict it to the weekdays. So I tried to optimize my time and get as much hunting as I can. Unfortunately, most of them were just lunch hunts. This was just a lunch hunt, if you could tell by the amount here. This was actually a lunch and an evening hunt because I got off work early and I had a chance to go out and hit one of the other park areas. So this was a double hit, so you can see what the difference is between, say, a 35 or 45 minute hunt in an area that's pretty beat up and this in an area where I had at least a chance to pick the area I was going to hunt for both the lunch and the evening hunt. And over here, this was yesterday. It's also was a single location hunt, just a lunch hunt, and that's cool. And today was just a lunch hunt. This would be this right here, but this was very pleasant. Not ecstasy producing, but a very pleasant day, and I'll get to that in just a second. Anyway, I went out early and I went to just one of the parks I'd beaten up pretty considerably before, and it was a very short hunt. And you know, you see the results. A dime, and this looks like this is that might be, nope, it might be copper, and 2 out of 3 are crusty zincs. So nothing impressive there. This was not bad, and I have a video of this entire hunt. It's one of my real-time hunts. I'll put the link below. Most of these are on that video. So, and you know, if you're interested in it, interested in blowing 40-45 minutes, you don't like paint rusting, but you want to see what metal detecting is truly like. A lot of swinging, a few signals, a lot of digging, a few returns, but this was unusually good return. And here we go. This was basically a couple of quarters here, and we got a few dimes. So I was hunting at the Sit and Chat Park mostly, the one I tell you about all the time. I did also make a short run out to the other park, so this was actually a dual hunt. So I actually got a little evening hunt in as well, and that was at the what I probably would best be called the Wheatback Park. That was a shield penny, so that was very pleasant. So it's not a bad little return of clad. But what was really nice was after I gotten these bits and pieces, and I don't know what this is. This is like a three-way air thing. It's like a vacuum. You got vacuum hoses. Old cars have vacuum hoses, not old. We're talking late 80s, 90s, and you had vacuum hoses. This looks like one of those little T's for that. And this is just a piece of junk and a piece of junk. I thought that might be something interesting, but it might be a piece off of a toy or something. This looks like the top or cap off of a metal cap off of a pen. And of course the ever-present, and this is a couple of, we'll move those over. I got quite a few more pull tabs in that, but let's move those to the side. And the ever-present key. Now you find one of these about every third or fourth trip out. And this was cool. This was a part, and you'll see it at the end of that video if you choose to watch it. This is a little cross, and the piece behind it is leather. So you know, it's cool. I really don't know exactly why you have a cross with leather behind it, and it is not silver. It's pretty corroded up, not too badly, but you know, it was just a nice little thing to find. So it's one of the doodads of this hunt. So nothing valuable, but I love a doodad. So let's keep that, and that'll be going to my box of wonders. And this was a small trip out to the area local park. This is one of these chrome nuts. These chrome nuts always sound great. And I found another one of these little chips. It's got Jolly Rogers on one side, and this is plastic. I hit a signal right underneath this with a signal. Turned out to be nothing, but this little Jolly Roger and treasure chest. I guess it was lucky for me. This is the second time I've gotten one of those, and I usually get something good afterwards. I'm not sure. It's just a kid's toy. Anyway, my clad was not that great, but it was just a single lunch hunt. So I got another quarter, a couple more dimes, and like I told you, dimes get real when you hit parks a lot. The last thing you find are dimes. They're small signals, and thanks to the Safari, whatever detector I'm using, I am swinging slower on occasion and finding more targets, and that was nice. A nice surprise here. And a few more, and that's a crusty zinc. All right, now this was the good part of this hunt. One was a dime, no big deal there. So it wasn't going to be a spectacular hunt. But what was great was this. These are 2 rings. Now they are not beautiful rings. They are gold gilded, you know, but they are not gold. I knew immediately. You can see how cruddy this looks. So I knew immediately that this was not going to be gold. But I had hopes for this. Especially since it has the little L form there. But this is glass. This little L, you know, you think, why would people make a junk ring that looked like an initial? But you know, people will do anything. And it's just a junk ring, and I've tried to, you know, it's got the gold plating coming off of it. So, but that's 2 rings. That counts. It's part of my score. So that's ring number 3, ring number 4. Not a precious metal, but it counts. It counts on the end of year count. And another crusty zinc, and this is a little plastic simulated jewel. And the weird thing is I got a signal right underneath that. I picked this up. If this is plastic, there's no signal. And then I tried again. I never could find that signal again. Only thing I could think of is that it might be on my digger. I didn't see it, but maybe I put my digger back in the pouch. It came off. But I went over that area. Couldn't find anything else. But it's just sort of interesting. So, you know, these things are part of my box of interesting things. So that's cool. All right. And you'll see me in there using the green diggers. You will have seen it because it's in part of the thing I've got before, and it's looking really hopeful. The shovel or scoop looking thing makes a pretty good straight down slash, so you can just go boom, 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 boom. Make it 5-sided for a large plug, or 3 or 3-sided for a smaller plug. And I had plugs that were holding together pretty well, and that's unusual for my area. So I was really happy with it. So, you know, I just wanted to finish this one off, and I like the 2 rings. You know, I would rather they been gold. Like I said, the great thing about these rings is in a park I've hit before. I was using the Safari again. It's kicking butt. So I've got these 2 rings before. And this is an area that I've been across a few times. It's an athletic field, and this lets me know there are more rings or more things out there. It's not a very heavily used, but I do see weekend soccer games out there. They actually have the soccer goals back up, which is unusual for, of course, this is an unusual January weather-wise. So this gives me high hopes of hitting something nice out there, something actual gold. I've got 1 silver ring out of this area. I've got these 2 junk rings, and I think there's more to be found. Anyway, it's Texas Tiger Digs, and I will catch you next time. And we'll hope that these rings are golden next time, or silver. You have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.